Okay, thank you very much indeed for coming today, ladies and gentlemen, for our show on Saturday night at the O2 Arena. All the fighters involved, the main fighters involved in the show are here, including the top of the bill, which is between Roberto Garcia, here to my left, and Martin Murray, WBC silver middleweight title, and some excellent fights in the support of that. Anthony Yarde against Darius Sek, WBO Intercontinental and European light heavyweight title. Daniel Dubois, undefeated in 7 fights against Tom Little, who's down to my left. And Paul Kamanga coming in to take on Ohara Davies. Frank Warren promoting this one. And opening words from you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. Obviously, it's been a lot of changes on this show. Unfortunately, Billy Joe Saunders pulled out for the second time of his title defence against Andy, but we have worked very hard to secure, which I think is a good opponent, a tough opponent for him. Sorry, Martin, a tough opponent for him against Roberto Garcia. It's for the WBC Silver Middleweight Championship. Roberto is looked after by Don King, who is actually on his way here, flying in, and should arrive later today or in the morning, so I understand. He's champion, 41-3. He's a very, very tough fighter. I think it's quite a long time since he's tasted defeat. And with Martin, we've got, for me, one of the stalwarts of British boxing. Always there, always in good fights. Been very unlucky in a couple of occasions where I think he could have got the nod in his title fights that he had. Can't afford to lose this fight. It's an opportunity that if he beats Roberto, that he gets himself into the #1 position, a mandatory position for the WBC title. And I think we've done very well to get this fight on at such short notice. And I think it's going to be a cracking fight between 2 quality operators.
We'll hear from the 2 main guys in a moment, but concentrate first of all, Frank, on the heavyweight battle with Daniel Dubois in action and taking on Tom Little, who's here in front of us. Daniel undefeated in 7 fights now, and I know that Tom's fancying this one.
Well, he is. I know that Tom will come to fight. Daniel's done tremendously well for himself in a short period of time. He only had 7 senior bouts as an amateur, but he's done, he's got himself into won himself a couple of belts already. He's got the WBC World Youth Championship. He's got the Southern Area title. And Tom is a tough operator. He's been around the block. He certainly will not come into this fight thinking that he's there to make up the numbers. He fancies the job. I know he's being trained at the moment by Don Charles, who's in the audience here somewhere. He's been looking after him. So Don's training him. You can be sure he's getting good sparring with Derek Chisora and whoever else Don's got in the gym. So he's going to be working hard to try and take away all what we think Daniel's got, and that is the guy who's going to be the next big thing in the heavyweight division. It's a great opportunity for him, and we will see what happens.
Well, let's hear from Tom. Introduce him to you, maybe some of you for the first time. Tom, how do you fancy this fight? Why do you believe that you can do what others have failed to do against Daniel?
Because I'm much more than a 4-day notice man who's coming to pick a paycheck up. My pride, like I said in the last press conference, my pride can't be bought. And we'll see if a boat floats with a few holes in it, because that's what I'll be doing from very early, tapping him up, drilling that rib cage for him, take a bit of gas out of him, and I'll drown him slowly.
Can you just pull that microphone just in front of you a little bit? That's it.
Sorry, mate.
Talk forward on it, Tom. Just talk to the guys there.
Yeah, so I believe that there's a lot of hype surrounding Daniel, as there are in a lot of fairy tales and fictional stories. But the first real test, I want to welcome him to a man's world very shortly and sharply.
Have you sparred him in the past?
We've done a couple of rounds, but nothing that you could really take anything out of. Sparring stories are sparring stories. Daniel's a good quality kid, but when I say kid, I mean the word kid. There's a lot to learn. I just believe this fight is way too early for Daniel. He's all right against the D.L. Joneses and the Dorian Darches and the whoever else, whatever taxi driver you want to put in front of him, you stand in front of him, he's going to cave your head in. But when you put someone with an intelligent boxing brain, with ambition, who ain't coming to lay down, then it's going to be a whole different story on fight night.
So you're confident you can make him miss where others haven't? I'm
confident that I'm going to take him out to deep water and I'm going to drown him very slowly.
Daniel, you're going to be taken into deep water and slowly drowned. Thoughts?
He's got a snorkel. He'll be all right, don't you worry.
I'm a strong swimmer.
No, tell us what you think hearing that. In all seriousness.
Well, I don't like Tom. I don't dislike him, but I'm ready for Saturday. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to do the business, and let's go.
Do you expect, or are you prepared for this possibly going a great deal further than fights you've had so far?
Really, I'm just prepared to fight. You know, if it ends in the first or the last, I'm really just ready to fight.
He's going to try and mess you about, I guess.
He can try what he wants, so I'm ready for it.
Tom?
Listen, do you know what? This is painful. But, look, I think Daniel knows in his own head, I ain't a superstar. I ain't the one. I've got zero pressure. Zero. I want to clarify that. Well, when you're a 16-1 underdog in a 2-horse race, that's how much pressure's on me. None. He's the one who's got to impress. But when he comes back and he's 6 rounds down and he's looking for a money shot and I'm going, pom, 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 and he's over there flying back like he's got a nervous twitch, then hopefully afterwards I'll give him, me and him will go out, we'll have a laugh, we'll have a joke, I'll take him to meet some nice ladies, and yeah, I'll welcome him to a man's world like a true gentleman. So yeah, that's about it, really.
Anything more to say about that, Daniel?
Not at all. Spring and Saturday. Tom to me looks like a very weak man, to be honest. He's a very weak man, and I'm going to show him Saturday. You're a weak man.
We'll see how weak I am.
You're weak.
I'm
nothing.
I'm weak.
You're nothing.
Listen, that's all you got is strength. Listen, you stand in front of a tractor.
I don't care what you are.
Yeah?
I don't care. I don't care.
You don't care. You'll care very shortly. I can't believe I've got you to talk. I can't believe I've got you to talk. Honestly, do I get a pay rise? Listen, never mind weak. It don't take power. Power's
I'm not talking about
irrelevant.
Mentally. You're not strong. You're not strong.
You don't have a brain, boy.
You're weak.
This is the most people sin of you.
You're weak.
Have you got anything else other than weak? Or anything, just you're weak?
You are a weak man, and I'm going to show you that on Saturday.
Listen, let me tell you something. I've been living in your head for 6 weeks rent-free, right? You can keep doing whatever you're doing, keep playing however you're playing, right?
You're just
your
rubbish.
career is going to lay in front of you like a Lego set, and you're going to think, where did I go? I'm fighting for my own dream. You're fighting for your daddy's, right? You're the Michael Jackson of boxing. You're the Michael Jackson of boxing.
What does that even mean?
You ain't had a childhood, go to the gym, train, do this, do that.
I've been blessed. I've been blessed to have a dad that's put me in the gym from a very young age, and he's looked after me, he's guided me. So don't say nothing about my dad.
Listen, it ain't a bad thing. I'm not disrespecting your father in one slightest bit. But what I'm saying is, I've done everything I've done with no help, with no guidance. So when it gets down tough and it gets down and dirty, you'll be looking around like, what do I do now? I know what to do now. I've been there. I've done it. So listen, you're going to be on your own, no help. No
I'm ready
advice.
for a fight Saturday. You can say what you
listen,
want.
We'll see how ready you are. We'll see how ready you are. You're the superstar. You've got to impress all these lot. I haven't.
I don't care about these guys. I don't care about none of them.
You'll care very much about them on Saturday.
None of them.
When your eyes are swelled up out your head.
None of them.
Yeah, right. Listen.
Tom, what went wrong when you fought Dorian Darsh? Because Daniel
Mervyn, what went wrong?
He got rid of him in a couple of rounds. You were on the wrong end of a decision.
What went wrong? Well, yeah. A Welsh referee, that's what went wrong. Listen, boxing in the away corner, listen, we're all boxing men here. We know if you take a fight, I took an educated gamble and it didn't pay off, which I've had to take quite a few of those. That's boxing. if you look at on paper, I'm guilty. I'm guilty, granted. I've not took boxing as serious as I should have. But let me tell you something. I've screamed and shouted for a chance like this from a very early start. I will not put it to waste. And that is the be-all and end-all of it.
Frank, we've got a proper one.
Well, we have. I said it's a step up for Daniel, but I believe in Daniel, and he knows that. And I think that he needs these type of fights. He needs these type of press conferences. That's all about the learning process. He's a novice as far as professional boxing is concerned in dealing with these things. But in the ring, when he gets in the ring, and you watch him, for me, he's one of the most natural heavyweights I've ever seen. And for me, I think he's the best young heavyweight I've seen in my time in boxing at this stage of his career. Now, you know, we're going to see what Tom's got to say about that on the night. And as he said, of course there's pressure. There's pressure on both of them. There is pressure because Tom's bringing his fans. He'll want to do the best for his fans. He won't want to be rolling over. He's coming there, and as he said, he's a proud man. He'll come to fight. And Daniel will just do what he does naturally. I don't mean it's disrespectful. He's like a boxing machine. He doesn't care about all this, what we're doing now. All he wants to do is fight. He just wants to be in the ring. That's where he'll come alive in the ring on the night. And I think we're going to see a good fight because Tom is coming to fight him.